How did you make it feel so much like a gift shop about Big Pet?
I think it's taken a process of really pulling everything back and getting under the skin of what is the detail and the personality of the site. What was really interesting actually is that we did quite a lot of data analysis in terms of the demographic of customers that come through our sites, but also what was really key is areas of the sites that were really kind of, 3 key areas that they really enjoyed or they really loved. And actually one of the top ones was the Pit Ponies, that they all love the Pit Ponies. They love talking about it. They love the stories that the mining team would talk about. It was a really inspirational moment for them to think, oh my gosh, the Pit Ponies lived underground. This is really, so, I think in some respects, that was probably missed in terms of our retail offer, because what we did after that is that we had a workshop with all our retail team, and we almost did like a little bit like a Dragon's Den effect. We said, right, these are the products that we have, right? Can you pick up out of these products which products represent the Pit Ponies, which products represent the shower rooms? And actually, when you're talking to the teams in kind of a literal sense, there wasn't a lot within our retail offer that we already had. And I think it was a bit of a light bulb moment really for the retail team, and said, oh, Kath, right, I see, I understand what you mean. That's not represented in our retail offer. So what's represented currently was wonderful things and lots of Welsh kind of product, but actually what makes that relatable to our site?
Yes.
And so I think what I wanted to do originally is just go on a journey and kind of really, from a very basic stage, is understand what the site's POS was, and actually understand what their personality was and what the curatorial team were trying to push forward as being their identity. And I think once we got the identity, we then broke that down into themes in terms of, there's Pit Ponies, that's a huge part of the the exhibition. The other huge part of the exhibition were the canaries, so that was something that was talked about. There's a huge story around that. And then the kind of mining history and the community was massive, and actually that element was so important to me and the retail team to make sure that we got right, because this is history, right? And I come from both my grandparents were miners, so for me it was very much a very emotional time for me to make sure that we got it right and that it was respectfully done.